All right. So I actually just did a reading for the sign of Gemini. I was in a lot more Zen state, I feel. Now I feel like I'm in a more uppity state. I don't know if that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Well, you know what? Oh, probably shouldn't do that. Okay. So I was actually going to have a conversation about, I'm going to have a conversation about out of balance planets in one's chart. So just to give you a little lowdown about me personally, and I might regret this later, but you know what? I'm just gonna let it all out. So I have 2 out of bounds placements in my chart. First one is my Gemini moon. So Gemini moon, not all Gemini moons are out of bounds at birth. It just depends on what, something about like the declinations from the equator, right? And so it's either north or it's south of the equator, and so it's going to be like out of bounds and stuff. Another one is Capricorn, and Capricorn moons, Gemini moons, Cancer moons, and Sagittarius moons. I think those are the 4. So yeah, it makes sense actually, because I mean they're right next to each other. That just came to my mind. Anyways, I'm just having a conversation with you, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm not going to try and make this the perfect video, because perfection does not exist. So if you thought that it did, well, I am sorry, but that is a lie. Perfection does not exist. And actually, you should be grateful, I think, that it doesn't exist, because then the world would really suck, I think. I don't just think, I know it would. And everybody would probably just... I'm not going to go down that dark path. So, yeah, my Gemini moon is out of bounds. And then I have my Uranus. I'm really cheesy right now, so just bear with me, okay? It's also out of bounds. I have my Uranus in Sagittarius, and it's in my 5th house, stellium. I have a stellium in Sagittarius, actually, so I do have quite a bit of Sag, even though it's not in my big 3. But yeah, so it's at the 29th degree. That's fun. You accompany that with my Gemini moon, so it could probably make a lot of sense with how some videos of mine are nice and zen, and I'm so peaceful and calm. And then there's other videos where I'm just like shooting the shit and just like going crazy, and I apologize, I'm cursing, yes, but this is me. So I just I like to have fun, but I also like to be zen, and then I like to be crazy, and then I like to be zen again, and then I just, go back and forth and have conversations with myself. So, but yeah, I feel that it does get kind of stressful though for me, because my inner perfectionist, even though I know that perfectionism doesn't exist, it's the human error, right? It's what is it? It's all about human nature, really. We want to. I'm talking like I'm an alien. We want to try to strive to become like this balanced individual. We want to, we almost feel like we're not being authentic if we're not the same person all the time, if we're not doing the same mannerisms and the same type of personality all the time. I almost feel like that's complete BS. I think like it's because there's no way that someone can just be the same person all the time, the same temperament, the same balance. I just don't think that makes any sense, right? I mean, when you get close to people, like your closest friends, your family members, people you know so well, you've seen many different sides of them. You've seen their really happy, silly side. You've seen their very serious sides. You've seen their very angry sides, their sad sides, their irrational sides, and their irrational. So, but yeah, I feel like it's so important to really display as much authenticity as possible. I'm not trying to say that I'm super authentic right now by doing this video. No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to win an award. I'm just saying I want to really point that out. Nowadays, especially in social media, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, YouTube, we come across people that are always the same, right? And you get this impression of them that they're this way and that's who they are, but they're completely different. But they're really not that. Or even I'll even go this step or step further. I can't. Okay. So, you know how sometimes we'll see things being posted and everyone looks like, oh, they're so happy all the time and everyone's happy, blah, blah, blah. And I love seeing that. I love to see that. But for some people, right, I love to see when people are doing well and successful and happy. It makes my heart smile so much. I love it. But I'm just trying to, I know there's some people out there though, okay, when they're going through a difficult time, because I've come across, I know just from meeting people, like it doesn't help them when they're going through a hard time. You know what I mean? And so it can give this false persona to them. And it makes, sometimes people can think, oh, is there something wrong with me? You know, and then it makes them feel like, oh, I'm not reaching this goal. I don't have anything happy to post and stuff like that. And I just want to let everybody know that we must always recognize, right? Keep in mind that no matter what someone is posting, what they show, it doesn't always mean that their life is perfect, that they have the best life. You don't have to be, you know, like, I mean, there's some people that actually dislike that. I mean, there are people out there that, you know, don't like that. They want others to be unhappy with them. But at the same sense, you know, you can't look at them like they're bad people because they're just struggling too. You can't get mad at people for, it's sad, and you want to feel sympathy for them and in hopes that they would get out of that mindset, right? And not get out of that shadow side of them. But my point is that if you ever get in those modes where you're seeing people post all these wonderful things and all that, and you get in this mind frame like, oh my gosh, like, you know, almost depressed, like it can make you depressed or something. I'm not there. And trust me, I'm saying this because I've noticed this within myself in the past, big time. I've noticed this within my own self in the past, right? Every now and then, you know, I'll catch myself. Oh, wait, Sophia, hold on a second. You know, we're not perfect, right? But the main message I want to send is that it's important to always recognize that everyone has their own life path. Don't take everything for just face value. You can create that for yourself, okay? And also remember that everyone's life path is different and what they're meant for, what their destiny is. Do we know what our destinies are? What our destinies are for sure? And will we ever find out for sure? No. When we find out, we're already past. But we always leave something. We always have a purpose. Every single one of us has a purpose in life, and we play a very important role. And so it's another thing to always remind yourself. Always remind yourself that you have a purpose. You play a very important role in this life. And don't let other people, if you have any people in your life that are trying to get you down, or they're always kind of, if they're the types that, you know, put too many expectations on you, it's good to have healthy expectations. However, when people are too much, you know, like dogging at you, almost like lecturing you, that could become very toxic. And then that actually dooms the self-worth. And then it goes into a vicious cycle, especially for young children. So just keep that in mind. Of course, parenting is very difficult. It's not easy, but I'm speaking from just experience as a parent. But yeah, I really want to make this video just to kind of point that out. You know, we're meant to be more than just one type of individual. You know, no one fits in a box. No, there's no such thing as fitting in a box. There's no such thing as, oh, I'm on this side or I'm on this side. I mean, when we start to do that, once we start to separate ourselves, that's where I think issues really start to arise, right? Or when we allow others to place a label on us or to box us in on a particular type of individual, prejudice in a way, that's where issues arise. And yeah, that's mainly the message I wanted to send. And so I also wanted to do just pull a couple cards collectively right now, because I just feel called to, in my spontaneous moment here. So, yeah, but I mean, out of bounds, if you have an out of bounds, I kind of just trailed off. I don't know how I went from out of bounds planets to that. Oh, wait, no, I do. Okay. You guys, I'm insane sometimes. So, that's what that's what the out of bounds stuff does sometimes. I'm not going to blame the planets, okay? I'm not trying to place blame on the planets here, but I'm going to say that they do have, I think they have a little bit of they do have, a little influence, I believe, and I can testify to that because I've experienced it in my own life. And I can tell you one thing, and all people who know me would probably say the same. So, yeah, out of bounds planets. So Uranus is like what? Eccentric, Aquarius. I was about to say Aquarius. Look at what I got to cover her boobs. Hold on. Look at who's at the bottom of this. I was shuffling. My son's calling me right now, I think. No, he's not. Okay. So Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius used to rule Saturn as well before they found out about Uranus. But I'm constantly tempted to say Uranus, but I'm saying Uranus to try and be more professional right now. But yeah, it's the more eccentric planet, right? So yeah, that's I have that out of bounds. So then I have my moon, which represents my emotions. It's out of bounds. So yeah, sometimes I think, okay, I'm like thinking in my head right now, but it's kind of like Calypso, but also logical Calypso, if that even makes any sense at all. It doesn't. There's other out of bounds planets as well, but yeah. Oh, and then, there's Aquarius, right? Telling me, hey, Sophia, you need a little more earth in you. What's earth? Earth is grounding. Being more grounded. Yes, I do agree. I do need a little more grounding, don't I? But, in time. I wanted to just do a collective reading, and this is kind of turning into the most random ass session I'll probably ever do if I even decide to post it. So I've got my North Node of Destiny in my 8th house. Let me just tell you all my secrets. That's just all I'm going to tell you. My North Node's in my 8th house of Scorpio, so when I tell you I got some big Scorpio stuff, I mean it. And I got my Venus in there too, so my Venus likes to live in the house of death. This is like what story time with Sophia I'm sharing. Sharing my life experiences and maybe opening up a little too much. Yeah, 9 of Cups. But see, there's me. Boom! I'm going to share all of my emotions with you right now, and I'm just going to let it all out. See? Yeah. Okay, enough about me. I wanted to actually pull out some stuff, okay? So, I mean, I don't even know how many people are going to even care to want to like watch this video for this long, but I mean, who cares? I'm just doing this for myself right now. All right. I kind of want to take a peek at what's going to go with what's going to go on this next in August here for the United States. You live in the US, you already know. You already know. All right, let's look at what we can find with the United States here. Oop. That one wants to pop out again, man. That slipped out. Okay. Maybe that has some correlation to the collective. All right. Let's do this. Yes, I do believe in God. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the world is at the bottom. Okay. August. What's going on? The world right now. Would like to zone it down to the US, but hey. Okay, we're about to. We got the Knight of Pentacles here. Slow mover here. Okay. You know what this tells me? I get a lot of politics in this, believe it or not. I'll tell you why. Right now, we're in a stale situation. At the same time, it seems like it's moving really fast, but it's really not. Because I feel like stories keep repeating themselves over and over and over, almost like it's a carrot. A carrot on a stick. Look over here. Slow moving. Everyone's guarded. It's like a suspense novel, right? That's what I'm getting. What else? In August. I'm just referring to August right now. So, let's see. If I can get anything else, I'll get one more because it's kind of getting long. I went on a huge ass rant about myself. There's my Leo rising coming out for you. Ace of Cups. Okay. Well, even though this is what I'm getting from this. So yeah, collectively, world government stuff. Things are coming out. They're being very slow about it. Oh, look at the carrot here. Meanwhile, they think they're going to get all the attention away from the collective, the people, your everyday people that we live around in our neighborhoods and our communities. But you know what? I think more people are waking up to the BS. Because you want to know what's more important? What's more important than any of that crap is the love that we have and care for each other. It's about sharing a cup of emotion with one another. What feels better? Does it feel better to fight, to constantly be in conflict, to spread hate towards one another, or to just, oh, you believe in this, so I'm not talking to you? What happens when all the talking and communication stops? That's when the fights, the anger, the hatred gets worse. I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is we're going to open our heart more, and we're going to come together, and we're going to show each other, you know what? I respect you, and I view you as another divine soul just like me. We're going to work together with our differences. Doesn't matter. What matters is that we work together, and F all these elites, F all these people who are trying to keep us down, who are trying to tell us what to do, trying to make us suffer on the ground here. We have each other. Both sides, left and right. I'm talking about, yes, I'm taking it to that. I'm pulling that card, okay? Doesn't matter. Left, right, center. We are all human beings and we are here for each other. We love each other. We are going to get through this. We're not going to let these almighty powerfuls up above that have been in power for God knows how long. But I think God knows what's been going on and he's getting tired of it. He's sick of all of us being, kept in captive, basically on a soul level, right? On a soul level. So that's what I get from that. And at the bottom of this deck here, our ships will come in. We must stay strong. We must keep pushing forwards. I just want to say I love you guys very much. I know I don't know any of you on a personal level, but what I do know for sure is that I'm very grateful for every single individual on this planet. And we help each other get through the very difficult times. Sorry, I'm like getting all like, I'm telling you, whew, these out of bounds planets here. Anyway, okay, I'm blaming them again. Sorry. But I just think it's so important that we stay strong together. And we can get through these hard times. It's important for us to stick together. And, these are not sad tears. These are happy tears. Okay. So, I'm very grateful for every soul that is existing on this planet. And, every single one of you is very important. Just never forget that. And I think I'm going to end it there. If you made it this far, then that's awesome. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day.